I always run away from games with any component that involves cards. I run from them as vampires run away from garlic. But there was something that immediately attracted me to Rungore. Perhaps the indistinct way that the devs did the pixel art, or even the way the strategic options seemed limitless in the trailer, or even perhaps the combination of an auto-battler with deck building. At this point I still don't really know how to answer these questions, but the game is fun. It's very fun. It's difficult for me to define what Rungore is, but perhaps I would start by trying to explain that it is a card battler, a 2D roguelike, in which our hero moves as if it was in a beat-em-up. I didn't understand if the game had any story. I really don't think so. And considering the enemies we faced, which seem like completely random ideas, and although it wasn't necessary, this was one of those games where there was some room for it to exist. On the other hand, the music doesn't need any introductions, as it is well chosen, has a good beat and keeps the player in the rhythm of each one of the levels. One of the cliches used by the game's creators is that there are no rules or obstacles to the way we play it. If we want to play 100 cards in the round, we play 100 cards in a round. But this is subject to an extreme combination of rules that may or may not allow it. And this is in itself an obstacle, an understandable one, but still. Another promise is the presence of countless memes, and that one I have to give it to the devs, since if we widen the spectrum of what we consider a meme, there are tons of them. But I prefer to see humor in a broader sense, since what happens are multiple mentions to pop culture, countless homages to well-known games, or sporadic breaks of the fourth wall. Almost all of these mentions are made in a in-your-face style, and that works quite well within what the game offers and promises. We can play with one of 15 different heroes that we unlock as we reach certain objectives, with the objectives that unlock the heroes being quite simple to achieve. Each one of them has a distinctly different fighting style and a deck of cards suited to that style. During the game, our hero runs like in a side-scrolling, meeting each new enemy after a while. Each level has more than one sub-level. At the end of each sub-level there is a boss, clearly stronger than all the other minions. In the interval between each encounter we choose some cards from a range of options that are given to us, cards that we later play in battle. These cards are, in essence, a complement to our strikes, since our hero's brute force alone is not enough for almost any of the battles. Battles are, therefore, semi-automatic, as the hero fights alone, but we influence his performance with the cards we choose to play. There is a sort of a skill tree that we unlock, but it wasn't easy for me to understand it from the beginning, as it took some time for me to understand what the hell I was buying and how my purchases worked when playing the game. It is this skill tree that gives the game its roguelite feel, as the currency we earn throughout each one of the levels is spent improving our performance in this way. As we unlock more cards and improve their quality, we unlock new strategies that gradually make the game more interesting and strategic. And that changed my initial perception that everything was just an interesting brute force. The chaining of some skills provides fun and satisfying combos, only leaving me wishing that the game was designed to offer longer confrontations, since the way it was structured provides short and chaotic battles, where even when everything goes according to plan, given the speed at which events happen, it cuts a lot of the enjoyment. I know that exists bullet time, but it is more useful to give us time than to follow the action. These strategic options and advanced planning of encounters become essential when more enemies begin to be added to each battle, and at those moments some cards are much more useful than others. Of course, we are a bit dependent on luck with cards, but good planning always gives an edge, sometimes a very big one. In addition to being able to choose cards between each encounter, random events may appear during the same period of time, and those may vary between being positive, negative, or neutral. Their resolution is immutable, so if we memorize the option that benefits us the most, we quickly know how to resolve them with minimal hassle. With 15 levels, 15 heroes, hundreds of cards to choose from, a roguelite structure, it is expectable that there is a lot of replay value here. It is boring to replay all the levels over and over again? No, not really, but it's not the best roguelite I've played either. Do you need to rush out and buy Rungore immediately? No, you do not, but in a world where games start to need a hook that grabs us and makes them stand out from the crowd, the combination of genres makes it fun and challenging. And the proposal was intriguing enough to make me ask for it. Me, a person that doesn't like card games. And do you know one thing? I had a lot of fun playing it. See you next time, guys. Bye!